to mini break is to prise open the crack of crazy, behind which lurks the absurd notion of leaving your house, certain motion sickness, and the terrifying prospect of interacting with other cultures. How can a cat get his or her bearings without jettisoning a full bag of marbles? But do not uncoil your private fury, for I, a naysaying twig called Richard Ayoade, am here to get your short-haul holiday game tight. I, whilst yoked to some people who have long since lost their right to earthly anonymity, am going to take you hurtling through a maxi mini-break. This is travel without mercy. Tonight, 48 hours in the city that in some way has eclipsed York. New York. 58mm tourists came here last year in dizzy plunder of sights, skyscrapers, and every type of shiz that this conurbation commands. Joining me for the full furlong in this dense fruit is Canadian comedian Katherine Ryan. Together we will extract edification in museums of diverse sizes.
Do you want me to enter another reference number?
No, I don't. Bolster our blood sugar.
I think there's more sugar than bread, and so I place it in the Haribo family.
Yes, I'm leaving. I'm gone.
And descend into a musical mangle. It was like being trapped.
In a good way?
We're here, but should we have come? An 8-hour flight followed by a 40-minute taxi ride reveals New York to be on the outer rim of short-haulery.
We just had a long flight, but I feel no jet lag.
I feel terrible. I find it very difficult to cope with any form of travel.
Yet you're
weak.
a travel man.
It's unfortunate casting. You're probably wondering why the heck I brought you to these climbs. Are you wondering that?
I wasn't going to ask you till after the bridge, but Richard, why have you brought me to Manhattan?
Well, that question is timely. New York, or the giant apple, has a population of 8.5 million, which makes it America's largest city, housing twice as many torsos as the frankly quaint LA. It's the birthplace of the teddy bear, hip-hop, and my desert island must-have, toilet paper. It contains 10 national parks, 247 museums and art galleries, as well as, in a safety deposit box, Albert Einstein's eyeballs. And Jay-Z recently gave me his personal assurance that the streets here are so good that they will both inspire you and make you feel brand new, alongside some other statements that were basically just boasting. New York has 5 boroughs, all with varying degrees of interest and attraction. But for a clock-conscious ram raid of the city's top tat, we bunker in Manhattan, and specifically the High Line Hotel in the chic Chelsea district.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow, that bag is visible. Thank you.
You can see it at the baggage claim.
You can see that from space. I imagine there's going to be outfit changes.
Many.
Really?
You must.
Blimey. The High Line has free-to-use bicycles and a coffee van. The rooms feature vintage furniture, phones and typewriters. You know, like the ones you use at home.
Hello?
Catherine, what's going on?
Oh, hey, boss. I'm just composing a short novel.
Okay, you need to stop that. We've got to go.
I'll see you downstairs. Bye. Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
After a grueling 2-minute wait, we hit the subway. Underground aficionados will already know that it's the 7th most used underground on Earth, with 1.763 billion journeys a year. You've probably got a ranking system of your favourite underground transport networks. How does this rank?
New York City subway ranks higher than Germany.
Really?
Definitely higher than Toronto. But not as good as London.
Thank you. We're rollicking uptown to midtown to curve our corneas round the city sights. Well, here we are, about to enjoy Elm Green and Dragset's Van Gogh's ear. This thankfully temporary artwork guards the 5th Avenue end of the Rockefeller Center, home to Radio City Music Hall, TV studios, and a whole heap of other biz.
It is exquisite.
Oh, it's a triumph of the Art Deco style. A trip to the top of 30 Rock allows aboard a full ocular swoop of the city's skyline.
Richard.
Well, okay. Well, you know, yes, this is densely clustered.
It is.
Prince Charles would hate this. Let's put this via a screen so that we can really drink this in.
Yeah.
This is going to tell us what we're looking at.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at the Empire State Building.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you can go round,
Oh, yeah.
Chrysler Building.
I like that one.
Do you like it?
One of
That's
my
a good
faves. But you know, you can buy airspace around your building, preventing anyone else from building there and obstructing your views.
I did not know that. Sensing myself out of my conversational depth, I suggest we leave and do something else. The hot dog is a New York obsession. Last year, $2.5 billion of sausage was sunk in the city. Papaya King are the dukes of the dog scene, with 84 years on the clock. It's good. Yeah. I actually wrote my university thesis on the hot dog and have many pertinent things to say about its cultural, historical, and socio-political impact. But just as I was about to speak, Katherine railroaded me.
I think it's important that we had a hot dog in New York.
Yeah.
It's the type of food that you don't feel super proud about eating, but it was kind of naughty and fun.
Let's bust. You go.
Thank you so much, Richard.
Fine.
Thank you.
Having used uncharacteristic politeness to hide my fury, we huff up to the largest and most visited museum in all America. It's the Met.
Wow.
Within the context of Manhattan, it kind of looks boutique, like a bungalow.
Yeah.
They haven't used the airspace wisely at all, considering the value of the real estate. The problem we face, 2 million exhibits. Our time is limited.
What are we gonna do?
I'll tell you what we're going to do, off camera.
Wait for me!
In an effort to condense this mammoth museum, I've secured the services of an independent guide who insists he will make our visit subversive, interactive, fun, and fast.
We're going to fly through this museum.
Okay, good. We're going to blast it into our retina and move on.
I love it.
Okay.
Well, if we're going to do this, we got to get this thing started, shall
Yes,
we?
let's get it
We have
started.
a little museum hack tradition that gets us going, because I know you want to move fast.
Yes, I do.
I need all hands in the center, please. We go down on Mu, and then up on Zeum, and then we charge
Okay.
into the Met.
This
Okay.
is quite
I'm
hack.
nearly 40.
You're nearly 40?
Okay.
Well, you're going to have to keep up.
Okay, squash it down, move on.
Museum!
All right, let's go.
That must endear you to people. And so begins our slide across the surface of the Met's 17 acres of galleries.
Arms and armor.
I like that they give a little protection to the horses as well.
This is Henry VIII.
And this is,
Before
okay.
and after.
So as he aged, he became less concerned about his groin, like many men. Let's move on.
Welcome to Washington crossing the Delaware.
Whoa!
And is this for sale? It's not for sale. Next, prehistoric and early Greek art. What do we got?
We got this. All right,
Okay.
check this out. They think this may be a 6,000-year-old selfie.
Commentators claim that the proportions of the sculpture mean the artist may have been looking at herself without a mirror.
Ooh, yes, you are
Okay.
looking at this from the wrong angle,
I
gentlemen.
know.
And I
Okay.
like that she has natural breasts.
Yeah.
Is this for sale?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, let's move on.
Welcome to the Temple of Dendur.
Thank you. This is, I mean, it's extraordinary. The positioning of this gift from Egypt was decided by former First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis.
Jackie O had purchased a brand new penthouse apartment right across the street from the museum.
Ah.
This is lit up 24/7, 365, and suddenly the tabloids start referring to this as Jackie's nightlight.
It's excellent.
It's beautiful,
It's
isn't it?
really good.
You don't have to travel to Egypt. That's what I like about museums.
Oh yeah, you can go all over the world in one afternoon.
Oh, great.
Our frantic twirl takes us to the roof, whereon we behold one of the museum's newest exhibits.
This is by Cornelia Parker. We're calling it Cycle Barn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Thank you for having us. It's an excellent museum.
Oh, well, that's wonderful to hear.
I think now that I have added my approbation,
Okay.
what those till receipts saw, my influence is huge.
I didn't even know what a
Oh, my
museum
face.
was till I met Richard.
Exactly.
I bow to you, my friend.
You mustn't.
All right.
It'll start a trend. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Ethan.
You're just gone now? You're out
I'm
of my
I'm
life?
out.
That's it?
We're never talking again.
That's so weird, isn't it? As evening encroaches in this series of moving images, we wend our way back to Chelsea, where we towel down and prepare for times to come. Hi, this is good. Krista Berg would love it. Let's go. We are taking a sunset stroll along the High Line, from which our hotel snatched its moniker. Straight down.
Okay.
It's a former elevated railway, now linear park. Green-fingered viewers will immediately recognize this as the work of the influential garden designer Piet Oudolf, whose prairie plantings look particularly plaintive in the setting sun. Thoughts on this?
It's glorious.
Let's move on. As night descends in typically sped-up fashion, an onslaught of options self-present. We could see one of approx 150 theatrical performances, or visit one of approx 1,500 bars. All combine these two seemingly disparate activities. I failed to book a Broadway show, so this is a cost-effective alternative.
Okay.
You're more than welcome. Of New York's many bars, only Marie's Crisis persists in holding a show-tuned sing-along round the piano every night. Right.
Well, I think you're going to need 1 or 7 drinks.
This is where all the introverts gather.
How are you feeling so far?
I'm okay. How are you?
Introverted?
Yeah. This is too community-spirited for me. We passively pootle to the piano just as the throng throats one of Catherine's personal highlights from the musical Rent.
Don't fight, don't lose your head. Yes, I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Do you like that?
Good. I feel, because I don't know that song, so I felt it was like being trapped. It's being trapped.
In a good way?
In a very one-sided conversation.
Do you guys want to sing another song?
I mean, no, but I imagine they're going to do a
Whether
song.
you like it or not.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Little shop of horrors, little shop.
Unable to cope with this public expression of joy, I ripcord this flipper. I think we need to go.
Did you love it, Richard?
That feels like a leading question. I'm pleased they were enjoying themselves, but it was a bit like turning up to a party when everyone's drunk.
Yeah. It's great to watch them having a great time.
They were drunk on show tunes. Still regretting this first thought analogy, we walk away from the lens in a way that's consistent with the end of Part 1 television grammar. In a most second of parts, we will shower in sucrose. Wow, that was so sugary, it was almost spicy. Embark on a prolonged skid. This is a kind of very slow-moving zombie apocalypse. And start sweating in a jumped-up garage. This is hell in here. Why am I here? We are more than halfway through a 2-day dalliance in NYC. Part 1 featured the following subheadings: taxi, hotel, Rockefeller, hot dogs, museum, Highline, sing-along.
You're going to have to keep up.
Okay. Day 2 begins with a frankly fascist 7:30 a.m. start.
Are we going for breakfast?
Yes, we're going for a cronut.
Cronut.
In May 2013, after 6 months' toil, chef Dominique Ansel launched a paradigm-shifting piece of patisserie. He called it the Cronut. Croissant dough is fried, coated in sugar, injected with cream, and glazed. Such is the demand for this confection that queued form at 7 a.m. in the morning.
What time do they open? 8.
Yeah.
And then it all kicks off.
I'm so tired, and a strict 2 cronuts per person limit is enforced. We'll get 4 cronuts.
4?
We'll get our maximum allotted amount of cronuts.
Sure, no problem.
One food writer claimed a cronut contains 1,300 calories, over half a man's recommended daily allowance. The bakery says this is incorrect and, open quotes, absurd, close quotes. Controversy like this is part of what makes the pastry scene so freaking exciting. I'm getting leakage.
Yeah, me too.
There's stuff inside here that I did not expect. Wow. I think I've just developed diabetes.
I think there's more sugar than bread, and so I place it in the Haribo family.
Right.
I really like all the wetness of it, all the cream and sauce.
I can eat this, and then I can lie down. Let my blood adjust while these tiny diabetic birds flap around me and try and pick bits of sugar from the corners of my mouth.
This is great.
This is the most sugar you've ever had in your life.
I know. Yeah.
I'm going to put this back up.
Okay.
My hands are shaking. Okay, let's go. Let's walk this. I need a second. I'm dipping. Before we're engulfed by insulin, we flounce off to the ferry terminal and board a Manhattan mainstay.
Makes me feel like livestock.
In a good way.
There's not a good way.
No.
The
The Staten Island ferry runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's 100% gratis, offering travellers a time and cost-effective, if somewhat distant look at an NYC landmark.
And there she is.
It's an it. It's not a person, it's a statue.
She.
It's an it. I'm never sure about that hat. It seems quite unwelcoming and quite pointy.
I see it as a friendly nod to nearby birds who might want to have a rest.
Right.
Do you feel like you've seen the Statue of Liberty now, Richard?
I actually have seen it, so it's more than a feeling. It's a reality. With the temperature firing into the 100s, we career into Central Park. Visitors can explore this uptown rectangle by carriage, bike, or leg. After a brief off-camera consultation with our separate stylists, we decide to get into our sports shears. What could be better than learning to rollerblade in this heat? Roller Joel created the first ever inline skating school in New York City in 1988. Former clients include Cindy Crawford, who used to work as a model.
Hey guys.
Hi, are you Roller Joel?
I am indeed Roller Joel, and you
Hi.
are?
Richard.
Richard, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Catherine.
Catherine, so welcome to New York, welcome to Central Park. So have you skated before?
No.
Have you skated before?
I have a little bit as a child.
I will
Okay.
make you expert skates when I'm done with you.
Really? Natural pessimist Joel gets us padded up. This is going to be a good sequence when it's cut together. Before we bring the thunder.
I'm just gonna pull you. Oh, you're a natural, look at you.
I feel like a retired Dalek.
Now put your hands forward on your knees and roll.
This is a deleted scene from Night of the Living Dead. Catherine shows herself to be a classic ringer,
That's it.
whereas I develop instant osteoporosis.
Now, when you come back next time,
Sure.
we're gonna go on
I'll go on foot.
a much more extensive tour. We can cover all the acres on skates.
But we do manage a creditable creep round the park, taking in the bandshell used as a location in the film Breakfast at Tiffany's,
Hands forward, grab your finger up. No.
and the Bethesda Terrace, which you'll recognise from Stuart Little too. Wow, this is not my natural habitat. We finish at the Cherry Hill Fountain, which many mistakenly think is the fountain at the start of Friends. Well, thank goodness. That was something.
Well, something
appreciate
is better
it.
than nothing.
Good luck.
Glad you had a good time. Don't forget, keep on rolling.
Keep on joling.
Ooh, I like that even better.
That's good. Knowing that Mo can never be out-Bond, we swiftly segue from one sequence to another to create the illusion of momentum. Look at this.
It is quite grand.
It is. Grand Central Terminus,
Terminus.
not station.
Why not?
No trains pass through here. It's the end of the line and the beginning of the line. 750,000 people pass through here daily. It used so much granite that there's still radiation here. We're in the middle of a radiation zone.
And they've just decided that's fine.
There's nothing they can do about it. There's that much granite. Let's hit the dining concourse.
Yes.
This corner of the station is home to an acoustic anomaly. Hello?
Hi, Richard. How are you?
I feel slightly unnerved by this. Sound is reflected by the curve of the ceiling, so we can hear each other clearly despite standing 10 meters apart and facing in opposite directions. This is a much easier way for me to communicate than normal.
It's a lot easier.
There's none of that kind of strange eye contact, business, or, engaging with someone's face.
I mean, it just looks like you're having a wee.
It does. I'm going to step away now.
Okay.
My urine still warming the wall, we canter to Chinatown for one last carafe of culture. A museum that stands in rude opposition to the Met's epic swoop. Hello.
Hello, welcome to museum.
That curb's dangerous, by the way.
Okay,
I
it is.
almost killed myself. So the double M is silent.
Yes,
The first M, but the second M you sound.
if you want to.
Okay, fine.
Say it again slowly.
Museum.
Okay.
Museum.
Museum. Thank you.
Yeah.
Opened in 2012, the museum is housed in a goods elevator, which this afternoon has reached the temperature of fresh lava. My glasses are slipping off my nose. When they say the museum challenges you to find meaning in objects from around the world which have been overlooked, dismissed or ignored, and they actually say this in this condescending sign, they're not joking about it being a challenge. Exhibits include different kinds of cornflakes and things left by illegal immigrants crossing into America. These are good, these Trump accessories. The Trump energy drink.
He has an energy drink?
I actually own the Art of the Comeback myself, but in paperback.
How is it?
It's heavy going.
Okay.
It's heavy going.
Maybe you wrote it on the energy drink.
Yeah. Above the Trump collection are cookies displaying major events of 2015, including the VW emission scandal and edible instances of the refugee crisis. There is also an audio guide, God help us, to unlock the complex imagery.
Would you like to listen to the audio recording?
I'd like my head to cool down. That's
It's
what I'd
very
like.
hot.
I tell you what the story of this incredible melting man, that's what the story is right here.
Look,
I'm not even incredible.
May we
It's
have
like
one of
the slightly bemused melting man.
I want you to be comfortable. That's why I'm here. That's what friendship is.
21.25 grams. Succession
This is hell.
of prophecy.
This is hell in here. I'm in a lift on my phone looking at weird, this is hell.
Object reference number at any time.
Do you want me to enter another reference number?
No, I don't. I'm very hot.
Have you
I'm
seen-
sorry, I apologize. It's not your fault. You didn't design this.
She did.
You're just out of work. Well, thank you. I'm going to leave. This has been something. It really has.
So great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming
Thank
to the
you.
museum.
We had a really great time.
My personal ire index at incandescent. I insist we blast free of Manhattan and cross via its eponymous bridge to Brooklyn, leaving Katherine just seconds to source a new outfit.
Thank you for letting me change my shoes.
You're more than welcome.
Keep causing you delays, but I'm
Well-
so comfortable now.
250,000 people cross the bridge daily, 120,000 vehicles.
It's a good bridge.
Hell of a bridge. 1,825 meters.
Feels like longer.
But enough of this bridge-based baloney. The final reckoning is upon us. Let's sum this up while we're upstaged by the background. How's the trip?
I'm absolutely thrilled that you've brought me to New York, Richard.
Sure.
I had a fab time.
Well,
I love the
you're very welcome.
Rockefeller Center.
Good.
I loved the Met
Yes.
Museum.
Yes.
I even loved the food tourism.
For me, this trip was of two halves, before Cronut and after Cronut. After Cronut is a blur. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on now. It's still going through my blood. Our trip to New York cost £975 per person. Small beans for a weekend crammed with culture, camaraderie, and cronuts. New York is very good.
It's a city of dreams.
I think they've certainly built themselves a city on a national scale, if not an international scale.
It has been my absolute pleasure to join you. I am thrilled to be here.
Well, you're more than welcome. We'll settle up at the airport,
Okay.
because this wasn't cheap.
No, of course not.
Next time, a two-day romp around Helsinki with actor Paul Rudd.
Oh, God, it's like swallowing phlegm.